Until recently, I've had a major concern, and I've not been a fan of Apple Watches. I know that makes me sound old and out of date with technology, but as a psychologist, I have a huge concern about how much they pull us out of the moment, how counterintuitive they are to mindfulness, and I think it's a problem. However, I want to kind of challenge myself, and I want to make sure that that is an informed opinion, so I'm taking on a little experiment. I'm wearing this Apple Watch for a week, and I'm going to see what happens. Oh, I just got a buzz. Mom, with a funny GIF. Do I Hey y'all, what's up? I'm Dr. Allison, and if you are a regular viewer here, then you know that I'm obsessed with mindfulness, right? And just as a quick refresher, mindfulness is about focusing your attention on the present moment, and it has a ton of ridiculous health benefits. But we know as humans, we tend to spend about 47% of our time thinking about something other than what we're doing now. And that creates all sorts of problems for us as humans. So I've noticed this phenomenon, right? Phenomena, is that how you say it? Where people, I'll be interacting with them. Sometimes they're clients in my office. Sometimes they're people out in the real world. And they're having a conversation. They're lost in thought. And suddenly, okay, now they're back, right? This little watch buzzes or beeps or something, and all of a sudden people are taken out of the moment and into what the watch is telling them. And as far as mindfulness goes, that's a disaster. At least that's what I think. This is a prime example, right? I'm out here, I'm on a hike at a nature preserve. That's all I want to do. But I keep getting notifications or I get messages. I think that just because we can have instant access and sort of 24-hour attention, I don't know that that means we should. There's a value in unplugging and just doing one thing. Some people kind of say, but really the Apple Watch is just an extension of your phone. So what's the difference? Like, you always have your phone with you anyway. And for most of us, that's true. We do always have our phones with us, but we have the ability to put our phones out of sight. And there is some truth to that phrase, out of sight, out of mind. We know that just having a phone present at a dinner table can impact the quality of conversation, even if it never goes off or you never pick it up. So I worry, like, what is the impact then of having this on your wrist at all times? It's visible, it's available, and it could interrupt the moment. So one of the cool things, of course, with an Apple Watch is the ability to track your activity. So I am intentional about that today as I'm out here on this hike, seeing how far I go, how many calories I'm burning, how many steps that I take. And as someone who's fairly competitive, that is a cool way to be able to measure and see progress. The challenge for me will be kind of seeing, do the pros of that and that tracking, do they outweigh the cons of not being particularly present or mindful in moments? But I think it'll be a good start to track and just see how much I'm moving, because my guess is it's a lot less than I probably think. So we just finished our hike, and I will say it is pretty cool to be able to see your activity. So I got a little alert that said I'd achieved it, and then I can open my phone and look and see how many steps I did, all my calories, which as an overachiever I enjoy because it allows me to see my effort. So that is cool. Hike done. Watch TBD. Still deciding what I think about it. Anyway, we're done for the day.
So here's what I'm going to do. For the next week, I'm gonna wear this Apple Watch and I'm gonna use it and experiment and really get a feel for what it's like. I'm gonna share the pros, the cons, and then my final takeaway about the Apple Watch and really what it does to our lives, to our attention, and to our relationships. This should be interesting.